All right, here's how we're starting out. So starting off here, obviously this knob was broken, so I removed it. So we're going to change those out to the original speed knobs. And then this pickup ring is broken because you have to shave them down to the contour since this is curved. So whoever put this on here just screwed it right in. Over time that'll break. So we're going to sand them down to fit the curve here. And then going to add the pickup cover to this pickup. And then we have the poker chip here, and then we're going to get this back to original cream and then put the pickguard on. That should do it. All right, so here's all the new parts. Going with the speed knobs. We got the chrome pickup cover here, the cream pickup mounting rings, pickguard, then the poker chip here, and the toggle switch. These are all genuine Gibson parts. So we're going to get those on there. All right, here is the old pickup rings. Let's see, broken here, mismatched screws. This one was missing a spring, and it just had this strange flathead screw there. So getting rid of all those. And this is something I've been wanting to do, is check out this pickup to see if it's original. So take a look here. And this is the original. Bill Lawrence pickups. They only made these for 2 years. So this is, they call it a circuit board pickup. Pretty cool. It looks like a little circuit board on there. And then the other one was switched out. I was wondering what this was. It is a, it's really hard to see. Oh, it's upside down. This is a DiMarzio pickup. So not really sure what type of DiMarzio pickup, but at least now I know what it is. I'd like to at some point get the other Bill Lawrence pickup for this one. But for now, I'm going to put this pickup cover on there. And yeah, so we'll get our new pickup rings in. I'm going to work on sanding them to fit that curve. As you can see how that's not really going to work out once you drill them in. So I'm going to get some sandpaper and sand this. Alright, so in order to get that curve on here, I put some blue tape. It's really light adhesive, so it should come off easily. And then stuck some 80 grit sandpaper here. And we're just going to go back and forth like this. And that's going to give us the curve of the arch top there. So I'm going to get working on that and see how it goes. Now we got a nice little curve on there, and that is going to make sure that when we screw this down, it's not going to crack. Same on this side. I probably could have went a little bit harder on this side, but since this is so thin, it's okay to have a little bit of a flex. So I think I'm okay with this. So yeah, we'll get her buttoned up. All right, here's a tip I found 5 minutes before doing this. You use alligator clips to hold the spring down while you're installing the pickup onto it. Makes it 100 times easier because that spring is a pain in the butt. So this little alligator clip holds it there so you can thread it on. Super cool. This is starting to look pretty nice. Alright, ran into a little bit of a problem here. So I had to use this screw from the old set because the pickup mount was a little stripped out and the screw that was supposed to go in there wasn't fitting. So I just used this for now. And then second problem is the screws to hold the bracket down here seem to be a little long. So I'm either going to have to drill a little bit or shorten these screws. Not sure what I'm going to do yet, but yeah, that's where we are right now. But overall, I think sanding those down looks pretty good. Yeah, just need to figure out the hardware issues. So the solution for now was to use some of the super short screws that came with the pick guard, because it came with some extra screws. And then I used the shorter screws that came with this set back here. And yeah, I just had to go with that big screw now. And yeah, it's in there and solid. So we're going to move on to getting the pickguard on. Mounting the pickguard here, sometimes the problem with Les Pauls, that little nut in there likes to hit the top of the body, which it already did from the previous owner, so there's a little nick there already. But until I can get to a vise where I can bend this bracket, I just put a little piece of sticky foam on that nut to protect the body a little bit more. So that's looking good. I got that pickguard pretty flush with the pickup rings there. So pretty happy about that. It was a little bit of a snug fit up here. The hole is not exactly center, but pretty happy with that. Next two are pretty straightforward. Just putting the poker chip and the toggle switch knob on there. And then we're just going to be swapping out these knobs for these knobs. So almost there. All right, new toggle and poker chip installed. Here's the new knobs. And that's pretty much it. Just got to throw some strings on. All right, just one more thing to do here before we get strings on. Oh yeah. All right, and we have done it. Got some fresh strings on. This is the final product here. I'd say it's quite an upgrade from what it once was. Really liking the double chrome pickup covers again. And yeah, so one last thing to do is play this thing. Also threw on a little bit of fretboard conditioner. Looking good. And yeah, very happy with how this one came out. All right, let's see how this baby plays. They sound pretty good.